Hello everyone, it is Thursday again, and I feel really weird because I think this is the first video that I've made since I've been down here where my family is awake, so they're all like milling about and they can probably hear me, and this is weird. So yeah, if you hear any weird noises in the background or if somebody walks past, it's just them. I told them I was making a video, but anyways. So I'll get started with the videos for this week. Caroline did not have a question, but I'd like to say good job on starting physical therapy. Proud of you. I will also be starting physical therapy pretty soon, but I will talk more about that in a minute. And oh my god, Lauren, you broke my little heart. You sounded so horrible. I hope you feel better really soon. You sounded awful, and what you have sounds awful and bleh. And her question was, when does your school let out? Well, for high school, our school is middle and high school combined. Our middle school gets out on the 8th, I think. Like, they have a half day, which is kind of just a goof off day, and then high schoolers don't have to come for that day, so they get off. We get off on the 7th of June. But I am graduating June 9th, which is a Saturday, so I'll be officially done with my school district. Yay! And again, just feel better, because you sounded horrible, and I'm sure that is no fun at all. I knew that having pneumonia and POTS was absolutely no fun at all, and I felt terrible, and I can't imagine how you feel right now. So my question for this week is, what is your opinion on school dances? Do you like to go to them? Are you opposed to them? Do you not like going to them? Let me know. And also, I just wanted to say that we have hit 200 subscribers, and that's awesome, and we love all of our subscribers very, very much, even though all of you don't watch our videos every week, all the time. But we do have a faithful base of people who watch regularly, so we love you guys a lot, and thank you for being on this journey with us. Okay, so my week, I've got a fair bit to talk about. On Friday was the big day, I got new casts. They took my old ones off. And let me tell you, that was the weirdest experience of my life. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but, so basically what happened was, I wasn't really nervous about it. I mean, like, I knew that it might be weird. Like, I was worried that it was gonna hurt. Not the actual taking off of the cast, but moving my ankle around for the first time in a month. Which actually that wasn't the problem. But then they started taking off my casts, and I have had my cast taken off before, I've had an experience with the cast saw type thing, so I knew what to expect, and that wasn't a problem at all. Like, that didn't bother me. But what was scary to me was that my feet are locked in a certain position. They're like, they're locked like that. And I hadn't moved them from that position in a month. And I had no idea what that was going to feel like. So that kind of scared me. And also, the other thing that scared me a lot was I didn't know what my scars were going to look like. For those of you that don't know, I am extremely squeamish. I'm probably one of the most squeamish people you will ever meet. Well, when it comes to blood. I hate blood. I hate blood so much. Even if you're watching a movie and you would say that the blood is like relatively, like, you can tell that it's relatively fake, I still get freaked out and I won't want to watch it. Only if it's like ridiculously fake looking, like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because that's like bright orange blood. It's the only time I can stand like gory movies and whatever. Oh my god. So I was a little freaked out about the whole thing, but so I decided not to look. I laid down while they took my casts off, and I was freaking out a little bit, not gonna lie. But my mom looked at them. I still didn't look at them, and she said that it doesn't even look like I had surgery. Like, it looks like, she described it as, if you get a scrape and it turns kind of purplish in color, that's what it looked like. She said that it didn't even look like I had surgery, so she didn't tell me at the time, she told me after because she knew I was freaked out, but, so then I finally took a look at my legs because the incisions are on the bottom of my legs, so when I was laying down I couldn't see them. But, so I took a look at them, and it was actually quite weird. My calves have atrophied a lot, which is why I'm nervous about getting my cast off permanently. They looked extremely disproportionate in comparison to the rest of me. I'm not saying I'm fat by any, fat being the negative term, but, I do have a little bit more on me than, most girls. So, my calves are very tiny in comparison to the rest of me, and that scares me a little bit. And since my muscles were not used to that, not used to being out of the cast so much, I was twitching like that, like my legs were shaking and I couldn't control it. But I got new ones, and they're better than the old ones in the sense that they're easier to walk on. In the old ones, my other one, you guys might remember I showed you, when I put my foot down, it like bent my knee backwards. That's not the case with this one. I can put it down fine. Unfortunately, the other one got me in the habit of walking to like, I don't know, walking to accommodate that, so I'm still kind of up on my toes on the other one, which is not what they wanted. But, the guy was super, super nice, and I'll put pictures of my casts in at the end. They're purple, and they're sparkly this time. Pretty snazzy. Everyone was really nice, and yeah, I don't know if I was going to say anything else. And then me and my mom got, it was about 3, so I don't know if you call it lunch, but we got lunch at the Children's Hospital cafeteria place, and that was good. And then we went back home, and yeah, I think that was about it for Friday until, I was going to talk about physical therapy too. So we were talking a lot about what's going to happen after I get my casts off. And it seems like the process is a lot longer than my doctor had originally told me. He was like, yeah, 8 weeks, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. It seems like it's going to be a lot longer than that. So, as soon as I get my cast off, the reason they had to take my cast off was so they could get molds of my feet for braces for my feet. So yeah, that was why. And so I'm getting braces for my legs in 2 weeks. And then I'm starting physical therapy right away. So I'm going to be working on walking correctly and retraining myself on how to walk correctly. So yeah, quick wanted to talk about physical therapy because I know Caroline is doing physical therapy now. But then Friday night, I was really stupid and did something really, really dumb. So I had gone, I don't remember when this was, but I went to the clinic, not Children's Hospital, but the clinic where my orthopedic doctor is, and they were giving me new booties to put on the bottom of my cast, and then also they wanted to teach me how to crutch walk correctly. Well, in this crutch walking session, the guy taught me how to go up and down stairs. He told me that when you're going down, you need to put your crutches down first and then your feet. But for some reason, like, that freaked me out. And when I was going down the stairs on Friday night, guess what? I put my feet down first, and like, luckily it was only one stair, and I pretty much like vaulted myself forward and fell over. So yes, I fell down the stairs, and I had to just lie there for a few minutes, and then I had to crawl back up the stairs to get to my cell phone, which was in my backpack, which was at the top of the 3 stairs that I fell down. My joke now is that I need Life Alert. So yeah, I ended up doing something to my left foot, my left tendon. because it hurts. So that was me being stupid, but now I'm being much more careful. So that was about Friday. I took forever on Friday, jeez. Saturday I stayed in bed pretty much the whole day because I was feeling sorry for myself, and my foot hurt, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay in bed, watch YouTube videos, and watch movies all day, and that's what I did. So yeah. But then Sunday was actually really fun because Sunday was senior ball, which is the dance, or rather the event put on for the seniors, and only seniors at my school can go. Like, you can't invite a senior from another school. It's only seniors from my school. So I went to that, and I got all dressed up, and again, I'll put pictures at the end. And it ended up being really fun, even though there was no dancing, and it was super hard for me to get around because I'm walking around in my casts and in my walker, and this boat is not tiny, but the areas for walking were tiny, and getting up and down the stairs was really hard. And it rained at one point, and it was so freaky because I had to make sure that my casts stayed dry, so at one point I literally zipped the hoodie that I had with me up around my casts to keep them dry. But then it was funny because we had a slideshow of like people sent in pictures. I didn't end up sending in any. People sent in pictures of us, like, you know, throughout the years kind of thing, and it was put together. Well, I guess whoever was putting it together didn't get enough pictures, and she went on Facebook and took some pictures, which honestly I'm fine with, because if they're on Facebook, they're pretty much public property. I mean, at least anybody you're friends with. And the picture of me and my friends on Invisible Illness Awareness Week got up there, so I was like, oh, yay! I don't think you could tell that it was for Invisible Illness Awareness Week, but still, it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So, yeah, that was kind of my thing. That was my thing for the night. And then Monday. Here's the thing. When I got my cast put on, I guess I have one pressure sore type thing. So the guy put on these, they're not really Band-Aids, but he called them Band-Aids. It's like a sheet, and it's spongy, but it's also got a sticky side to it, and you can cut shapes out of it and stick it on, and it's like a Band-Aid kind of thing. So he put one on where my pressure sore was, and he also put them on my heels so that they would protect my heels. They itch like none other. At least the one on my right foot does. It is driving me up a wall, and I'm just so glad that this didn't happen when I was when I had my cast for 4 weeks, because I could not go 4 weeks with dealing with this. It's terrible. I've been being really bad. You're not supposed to stick anything down in your cast, but I've had to. I've had to get a knitting needle and stick it down there because it's driving me insane. Ugh, it's awful. It's awful. So yeah, that's been the main thing I've been dealing with lately. Is that my legs itch so bad. All I want to do is like take them off, just put a crap ton of lotion on, and then put them back on. So annoying. Okay. And then Tuesday, I don't think I really did anything. Yesterday I did not go to school because I was super tired and my legs hurt. I was like, nope, not happening today. But it was also senior awards night, which is where they hand out all the scholarships and stuff. But there's also this other thing where like they give you awards based on GPA, like they give, you know, this group of kids a letter or a certificate, and they give this group of kids, you know, whatever. I was in the second highest GPA group, which I thought was cool. I didn't actually think I was getting anything at senior awards night, so at first I didn't really want to go because I feel like my school underappreciates me, and all that I've done and all that I've been through. I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but it turns out I actually did get something. But here's the funny thing. Oop, knocked over my foundation. Here's what I got. This is what I got. And you can probably figure out where I go to school with this, but I don't really care because I'm not living here much longer. this is a medallion, and I had no idea what it meant at first. But I posted a picture of me holding it on Tumblr, and one of my followers pointed out that she's like, oh, you're probably supposed to put it on your Letterman jacket. Yeah, about that, I don't play sports. Thanks school, for this thing that I can't even use. Yeah, that's it just kind of enraged me. I'm like, oh, so you have to play sports in order to be, you know, recognized in anything. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but that's just how I took it, and it made me angry. So, I really don't even want this anymore. I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And then today, lastly, I'm sorry I ran for so long. I only have one more homework assignment of my entire high school career. Isn't that crazy? And yeah, that finishes off my week. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I love all you guys a lot, and I will talk to you next week. I hope you enjoy these pictures. Okay, bye.